What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and welcome to another character rank up video. Alright, so we finally got enough bios to rank up Rhino here, and he's going to be the last of the Sinister Six that I need to rank up. So let's go ahead and get him started here. Alright, so rank him up. So we got 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, and one more, and he will be done. Alright, there we go. 6-star. Oh yeah, we have to rank him up for the quest pack, don't we? Well, there we go. Got a challenge done there. And now let's go ahead and do his mastery a little bit. He has ignore defense for his mastery, so it is a unique leadership. He's the only one to have this, so I feel like I can use some of my Nordstones here to rank up his leadership so I can try it out a little bit. Because I know a lot of my characters are not maxed out on the ignore defense, so it'd be nice to try this out and see how much it actually does help or not. Let's see, and I do have a few mastery tickets that I'm just going to use on him just because I use these Nordstones of Strength a lot for my Uru leveling up, or my Uru combining. So I definitely would like to save as many of them as I can. Alright, there we go. So we got him fully mastered. So let's see, what does that get us? 20% ignore defense. That's not too bad. Oh. Alright, so now let's go ahead and take a look at his skills here. So we want to level up. So I don't need to level that up, but we do want to level this up because we're definitely going to need that guard because he doesn't have too much protection. Because he doesn't, well, he has one iframe, but that is pretty much it. So I'm going to have to rely quite a bit on this. So it's going to max out at 5 hits for only 3 seconds, though. Not sure really how I feel about that. It's on a 4.5 second cooldown, so it's not going to be up the entire time. You are going to have some downtime if you do use this skill every time it is available. What else we got? Okay, we can rank this up as well so we can get some more physical attack. So let's see what that goes up to. Alright, so it goes up to 30%, so that's pretty good. That's the equivalent to a physical attack leadership, so that's quite nice. And then I do like his passive that it decreases all damage received. It's only 5%, but it does get a lot better at tier 2 because what does it go up to? Goes up to like 20%, and then he gets 15% all defense, and then he also gets super armor. So I believe that's what he gets. I can't remember for sure, but I know it goes up a good amount. So definitely a good improvement at his tier 2 at least. Besides that, those are the only skills that it looks like we need to level up. So now let's go ahead and try to roll an ISO 8 set for him. Alright, so I'm not really sure what I want on him. He does have an iframe, so I'm thinking maybe just go with an attack-based set to kind of make him just really attack heavy. But also, it'd be nice to get a defensive set, I think, make him really tanky. Especially if I do decide to get him to, oh, we're not keeping that. Especially if I do decide to to rank him up to tier 2, because at tier 2 he's going to get that reduced damage. I think I might keep this. He'll get that reduced damage. He'll get all defense boost as well, so he will definitely be pretty tanky at tier 2. So let's see, what do we have? Well, I need to rank up his gear and stuff before I really look at his skill cooldown. But anyway, well, so let's cut back to level 60 here. We'll get his gears ranked up, and then I'll see what I want to do with his custom gear here as well. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, and we are back. So he's at level 60 now. I upgraded his gears. And then nope, I did forget this. Finished upgrading his skills here. There we go. I activated his ISO 8 set, so I did keep Hawk's Eye. It got me to right around the cap for skill cooldown. Anyway, his Obelisk, I just put a 4-star one on him because I'm not really going to invest too much in Rhino quite yet, because he seems like an average character to me. So I gave him a damage proc with max HP. The immune to stun could be nice as well, but this is kind of just what I had laying around that I felt like putting on him. So as we can see over here, we do have 50% for the skill cooldown. The ISO set here gives us, 4.8%. So we're only wasting a very, very small amount of skill cooldown. Definitely, if I wanted to be efficient, I would put something else on him, probably Overdrive, Power the Angry Hulk, if I did use an attack-based set, because he did have about 45% or 46% skill cooldown after just ranking him up to where he is right now before the ISO set was active. And as you can see, I only have this gear at 16, which gives him the skill cooldown, so I probably could have got pretty close once this gear is at 20, but like I said, I just don't really want to waste any more gold trying to roll another ISO 8 set, because I am getting pretty low on gold now. I've just been doing too much stuff that requires gold. I've been working on some more of my Black Order since I finally finished up, who was the last person I worked on? Thanos and Dormammu were the last ones, but anyway. Well, actually, no, it's because I have the bios now, because I finished up Jean Grey, so now I have bios start throwing into the other Black Order to finally rank them up a little bit. So I have Ebony on the burner right now. But now that we have Rhino kind of geared up a little bit here, let's go ahead and try him out some and see how he plays. Alright, so here we are at today's world boss. We have Corvus. So we're going to go ahead and use this team here to test out Rhino. We have Punisher's Lead for the 24% all attack, and then of course Spider-Man for the team-up bonuses. So we get Rhino Rescue, which is physical attack, skill cooldown, ignore defense. Then we have Bad Rhino, crit damage, all defense. And then we have Rhino Takedown, which is all defense and movement speed. So we have some pretty decent team-ups here. I definitely like having the ignore defense, physical attack, and then the all defense on both of these can help out as well. And then because it is Corvus, we're just going to go in with all dodge ignore strikers and see how Rhino can do from there. Alright, so his second skill is the one that has that guard on it, but that guard does not last very long. Why is he doing the pinwheel already? Anyway, doesn't matter. Looks like, yep, we got him through his first phase. Very good. So that damage proc coming in handy. Try to take advantage of his only iframe there. So you can pretty much chain the 2 skill with the 5th skill with a few in between, of course, but the time on the second skill is just too short because the skill is pretty much ready in time, but you have too much downtime where you can take damage. It just needs to have that guard against hits last a little bit longer, because pretty much when the second skill is done animating, yeah, it's run out of time, basically. Because you can kind of squeak in the third skill there if you're quick about it. Let's get our buff going here. Go into iframe, and there we go. Alright, so, I mean, this is Corvus, so definitely one of the easier world bosses to take down in terms of time, because he seems like he dies quite quickly. So I'm not really sure how I feel quite yet about Rhino's damage. It seemed good, but I do have a damage proc on him, so that might have been what was helping. Because at minute 28, we do have all dodge ignore, of course. So, yeah, like I said, I'm not too sure how I feel about Rhino's damage there, but it seems like he's going to need a little bit more survivability if you're going to be using him in World Boss. That second skill for the guard just isn't enough, and then he has the one iframe on the 5th skill, which the 5th skill is a long iframe, so I mean that isn't nice. It's just he doesn't have much protection between the 5th skill, cooling down and when you're using it. So anyway, that was just a first look at Rhino here. I'm sure he's going to be pretty good in Shadowland though, because all of the charging and his hits seem to guard break quite easily, it looks like. So yeah, I'm looking forward to trying him out in Shadowland, but that's going to be in my next Shadowland video. I'm going to be using him, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, that's going to be it for this particular video. I hope you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.